Guys, EK9 here, bringing you guys another NHL 21 video. So as you guys can see, EA has blessed us with some new dynamic duo cards, and a lot of them are lower end rather than the MacKinnon and that Radulov. Most are 83s and under. But they've taken a whole new concept to this year. They added a couple, MacKinnon and Drouin back from the EQ. They've got Kovalchuk and Radulov, both from Team Russia. Alexis Lafreniere with Barrett Hayton, both from Team Canada and the World Juniors. We also got a couple players from the Kingston Frontenacs, it looks like, some from the St. John Sea Dogs, as well as a couple there from the Brandon Wheat Kings. So we get a little bit of some young guns as well as some international type players. So we'll take a look at some of these. I got to tell you, there's a few out there that are really good in my opinion. We'll take a look at some of these newer cards and see exactly how well they are. Honestly, pretty pumped for EA to do that. You know, spicing things up a little bit here. But let's get into it. Let's look at some of these. So first off, we got 88 MacKinnon here. Can't go wrong with MacKinnon at all. Wouldn't recommend using him on the center. Only 72 faceoffs. But on the wing, this card would be filthy. The Light the Lamp synergy, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But if you guys are looking, you know, it might benefit you guys. But right now, this early in the game, I'm not really looking for that synergy. But this card still looks pretty filthy with 90 speed. You know, his shots unreal, deking and passing, puck control, all that good stuff. He's even got decent hitting as well. So this card's a pretty good two-way card. Not going to lie. You can't go wrong with an 88. We'll look at some other ones here. So we've also got Radulov. This is one card I'm looking for. I think this card's going to be a beauty card in the game. I used his 83. Was pretty impressed with his 83. And if you guys look, he's got Speedster. That brings him up to an 88 speed. Plus his wrist shot goes up to 90 power. If you guys get this with Distributor, it's going to bring him up to a 91 speed. I think the Raj Daddy is going to be an underrated card. Definitely think this is one to go after. Not going to lie. There's going to be another one I show after. So here's Drouin. And again, the Light the Lamp isn't the best, but he does have 87 speed. Could be a really decent low-end card if you guys are starting out. Not a bad card at all. He's got decent speed, decent shooting. Deking and that's pretty decent. The face-offs lack, but he is a winger, so definitely wouldn't recommend him on center. But he's got decent stats. This is probably a budget card if you guys are looking for someone to start off the year. Could be a card that goes a long way. Then we got Ilya Kovalchuk. I wouldn't really go with this card, even though he's got Speedster. It does bring him up a little bit, but he could be a really good shooter. He's got 92 wrist shot power. If you guys have Speedster on, get the Distributor. It does bring him to an 89 speed, but it's this is a toss-up card. It's a card that you could maybe use, get away with, but I would stay away from it personally, just because that 81 skate, 82 speed. Doesn't really help out. Only 80 excel as well. That's not going to get you too far. He might be quick, but he's going to be really slow getting to where he needs to be. Personally, I would stay away from this card. The Radulov, however, though, I'd be all over that Radulov. Probably one of the cards I'm going to want to try out in a little bit. Probably get rid of that Tom Tatar I have. This card here, Alexis Lafreniere. Can't go wrong with this card at all. Honestly, EA giving him the Howitzer synergy here brings him to an 89 speed, and then he's got a wrist shot power boost, slap shot power boost, agility with Howitzer activated. If you have Distributor on as well, brings him to a 92 speed. Only 86 excel, but that speed is just lethal. This early in the game, I think that's going to be crazy good. Alexis Lafreniere, I expect this card to probably go for quite a bit of coin. I know it's 80 prime time, even though it was only an 80 overall. I think it had Speedster on it. I'm not 100% on that though. Was going for quite a bit of coinage. So this card I'd expect to go for quite a bit. But for Alexis Lafreniere to get that kind of recognition and get that kind of card with the Howitzer, bringing him up to an 89 speed, I think a lot of people are going to probably be trying this card out, especially the hype about being the #1 overall in the draft. The rest of these cards here though, I don't really see much from any of them. Barrett Hayton could be one that you could go with, Howitzer, but again, the speed's just not there. I wouldn't recommend it. Face-offs are terrible. Most of these cards here, not really worth it, not really quick, and Definitely though, definitely that Radulov and Lafreniere could be two lethal cards. I think it was pretty cool what EA did. I think that, stepping away from just NHL cards, adding in some international, adding in some of the QMJHL. I wish they would have made them a little bit higher in overalls, but I guess because they are still prospects, they didn't want to go too crazy on it. But I wouldn't really be using any of these minor cards here. That's just my own personal opinion. If you guys do get them, feel free, but I just think they're not worth it right now in the game. The only ones I'd really be considering using personally are the Radulov and Lafreniere. Either one of those could be really good on your team. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know how you guys feel about these new cards. Let me know if there's any of them that you like. Am I wrong about this Kovalchuk here? Anything like that. Even these little cards here that are 81 overalls, would you guys be using them? Anything like that. Let me know your guys' thoughts. If you guys did enjoy though, leave a like, drop a comment, and if you haven't hit that sub button already, hit that sub button, guys. We're closing in on 450. You guys are honestly the best, and thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys soon.